Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this edition of Friday Night SmackDown here in the United Kingdom. And ladies and gentlemen, our main event here tonight, Tyler Bate, UK's own Tyler Bate, goes one-on-one with Kyle O'Reilly, one half of the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, as well as this, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa. 3 happens tonight. The winner faces Randy Orton for the WWE title at Backlash, as well as this. Up next, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Sasha Banks, and Toni Storm all compete in a fatal 4-way elimination chase, as the numbers will begin to dwindle in this elimination chase. Of course, if you don't know what elimination chase is, it starts off with a certain amount of competitors and they compete in either triple threat, fatal 4-way, or fatal 5-way, 6-man matches, and there is no usual fatal 4-way or multi-man match rules where one fall ends the match. The fall eliminates the opponent, and it goes on until we get to a one-on-one match, and that one-on-one match will happen at Backlash, and the winner of that one-on-one match at Backlash will be the new inaugural SmackDown Women's Champion. And Sasha Banks, wearing the blue, has the blue hair. She's set. She's ready. She has the attire ready to be SmackDown Women's Champion. Sasha Banks, she made her return to the WWE. She attacked Asuka at SmackDown after WrestleMania. And Sasha Banks, she stated her intention. She said she wanted to take down Shayna Baszler, but remember, Shayna Baszler, she signed that lucrative Raw deal. So now the Undisputed Women's Championship is now the Raw Women's Championship, which led to Stephanie McMahon creating the SmackDown Women's Championship for the, well, females on the SmackDown brand. As Alexa Bliss, she's been close but no cigar when it comes to women's championships here in the WWE and in NXT. She's had multiple attempts, but she has been a player in this division for so long as Alexa Bliss, and now this is possibly her opportunity to become the inaugural SmackDown Women's Champion. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the debut of New Zealand's own Toni Storm, and it is tourney time here in London, as Toni Storm, she makes her way to the ring in her first match here in the WWE. What an amazing pick during the draft last week. SmackDown made the young Toni Storm here on the blue brand, and she has an opportunity of a lifetime. I think Bret Hart and Stephanie McMahon and others, they knew how important, how special Toni Storm is so early, so young into her career. She has the opportunity of a lifetime. She is in this fatal 4-way match against, well, the most experienced of women when it comes to titles and championship matches. And speaking of titles, this woman right here was the longest reigning women's champion in history until she stepped toe-to-toe with Shayna Baszler at WrestleMania, the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. And Asuka would not mind at all if she managed to win the SmackDown Women's Championship, and she could possibly do it. She could sure as hell do it. I have no doubt in my mind that Asuka could be the one at Backlash winning the SmackDown Women's Championship. She was undefeated at a point. She was the Women's Champion. She took down all comers, the likes of Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair, Bayley, Ember Moon. Even that woman on the other side of the ring, Alexa Bliss, stood toe-to-toe with Asuka. And Asuka, again, former Undisputed Women's Champion, former NXT Women's Champion. And Asuka, she's looking forward to the next chapter in her WWE career, and that is being the SmackDown Women's Champion. And ladies and gentlemen, here live in London, here in the UK, for our overseas tour, the final night, SmackDown. We're 1 week away from the Backlash pay-per-view, and here we go! Fatal 4-way match. And remember, this match is not like your usual Fatal 4-way. It is a one-fall. It is a one-fall matchup at all. Toni Storm with a kick right to the gut, and Asuka now, and Alexa Bliss in the middle of the ring. Now Asuka stomping on the hand. Asuka, one of the best strikers here in the WWE, and like I was saying, this is not ordinary Fatal 4-way rules. It is one fall. So if any of these women get pinned or submitted, the match ends, but the person... Oh, and there goes Alexa Bliss. The woman who gets pinned or submitted, they're eliminated from the Elimination Chase as this match will turn into a triple threat match next week on SmackDown and all. And whoever gets pinned or submitted in that match is eliminated from the chase as well. And it becomes a one-on-one match at Backlash for the SmackDown Women's Championship. And there goes Sasha Banks. And wait a minute, Asuka now. Asuka and Toni Storm. And you can cut the tension with a knife. And oh, there goes Alexa Bliss right on to Toni Storm. And Banks and Bliss attacking Asuka. And Toni storming all the knees right to the chest. There goes Asuka. And there goes Toni Storm. And oh, here we go. The personal rivalry between Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks. A lot has been said at all. The agility of Sasha Banks at all. Forearm right to the face by Alexa Bliss. No games are being played here in our opening to SmackDown. Leapfrog there by Bliss. And a kitchen sink knee right to the gut. And Alexa Bliss, she said, it's my time to shine. She's tired of the Asukas and the Sasha Banks and the Becky Lynches and the Charlotte Flairs getting the spotlight. And what a shot by Sasha to Alexa Bliss. And no, try to go for the double D's again. Nobody home. Alexa Bliss saw it coming. And now Alexa Bliss, what a shot. What a shot by Alexa Bliss. Little Miss Bliss now has Banks, and there goes Banks flying to the outside floor. And it's chaotic as they come in Fatal 4-way matches. And also tonight, main event, Tyler Bate versus SmackDown Tag Team Champion Kyle O'Reilly. We also have Big E in the building for that open challenge he's going to make. And the double knees by Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss with the double knees, and smart move by Sasha Banks. But here comes Toni Storm. Right out of nowhere. Here comes Toni Storm. Ducked down by Bliss. Try to lift up Toni Storm. Nobody home. Storm now. Oh, look at the agility and the DDT spikes. Alexa Bliss. And Toni Storm in her debut match here on SmackDown. She could possibly walk out of here with a victory. In her debut. And oh, look over the shoulder. Beautiful Death Valley driver. Death Valley driver. Shoulders are down. And a kick out. Remember, Asuka and Sasha Banks, they don't have to interrupt the pin. They shouldn't break up the pin. It's an elimination match. It's an elimination fall match. And oh, jawbreaker by Bliss. Saw it coming. Did Alexa Bliss, and now, oh my God, right to the throat of Toni Storm. And if I have to say who's the hungriest out of the four of these women, I gotta say it's Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss has yet to hold a women's championship here in WWE, and what a drop kick by Bliss. Opportunity after opportunity. She was beaten. She failed to win the title on multiple occasions, and Alexa Bliss now feels like it's her shot, it's her chance to be champion. And now Bliss, Irish whip into the corner. There goes Toni Storm. And now Bliss using her shoulders. Oh, look at Alexa Bliss. Stomping away, just shoving the foot into the throat. And wait a minute, Asuka! Again, out of nowhere, you gotta have eyes in the back of your head when it comes to these types of matches. As Asuka now. Asuka and Toni Storm, they're gonna work together here. Double DDT! Drills Alexa Bliss. Drilled Alexa Bliss, and here we go. Asuka, Toni Storm. And oh, Toni Storm with the shots now. Slaps to the face to Asuka. Oh, and the big boot. The boot. Right to Asuka. And now Toni Storm. No games at all. Look at those headbutts, those stiff headbutts. Right to Asuka. And these two are the most proficient strikers, the toughest females. Oh my God. The most toughest women I've ever seen. And what a smack by Asuka. Straight slap to the face and all. A running knee. And a Japanese buzzsaw. What a kick. By the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. And I would never try to step in the ring with Asuka for a fight. And Asuka drags Toni Storm. Oh, the beautiful snap German. Beautiful snap German. Shoulders are down and a kick out by Toni. Toni Storm. Oh, she's feeling the force of Asuka firsthand, and a kick right to the back. Hard shot by Asuka. And oh, what a backhand. What a backhand, but Toni Storm is going to deliver the receipt with the back elbows. And now look at this, O'Connor roll. O'Connor roll, it's bridged. And a kick out by Asuka. Back and forth. Fatal 4-way match. Kick right to the ribs. Asuka now sends Toni Storm into the corner. Asuka, oh no! Nobody home. Storm saw it coming. And now Storm drills Asuka. Drilled Asuka head first with the former women's champion. And now Storm, the double knees right into the neck. Double knees right into the neck. And now Asuka in real big trouble. You can see the fatigue beginning to show on Toni Storm. And like I said, you gotta have eyes in the back of your head. You really have to have a game plan for these types of matches, because this match can end in an instant. And now Toni Storm has Asuka on the top. What a superplex! What a superplex! And these two women beating the living hell out of one another corner to corner is Asuka and Toni Storm. Asuka, Toni Storm's to her feet, but also Sasha Banks is back. Sasha Banks is back, and she picked her moment. Did Sasha Banks, and that is the advantage of a fatal 4-way triple threat. Any multi-man match, you can pick your moment. You can sit back and watch. And then pick your moment similar to just how Sasha Banks did it. And now Sasha Banks is on the top. This does not bode well for Toni Storm. Double knees. The meteor roar into the gut of Toni Storm. And oh, slap right to Asuka. And now Sasha Banks is going to double down. Gonna double down with the double knees. Double knees to Asuka and Toni Storm. And Sasha Banks is arguably one of the best damn women to ever step foot in a wrestling ring. Sasha Banks is on fire. Has Asuka. Beautiful Hurricane Rana. Former women's champion is Sasha Banks. And Banks with the drop kick right to the back of the neck again. Targeting the neck of Asuka. She was in that war with Shayna Baszler at WrestleMania a few weeks ago. Those scars still have not healed as the knee digs into the spine of Asuka. And oh, knife edge chops now. Right to the former women's champion. And now Sasha Banks brings her down. Beautiful. Innovative maneuver there by the boss. 2 count and a kick out by Asuka. And if Asuka was pinned there, she would have been eliminated from the chase. And there goes Asuka back up to her feet. Now she's the freaking Terminator. And Asuka now coming through with the strikes, chopping Sasha Banks down like a tree. And a kick right to the back of the head. Kick right to the back of the head, and Sasha Banks is reeling. Sasha Banks is reeling. And oh, Banks, beautiful counter. Beautiful counter. Took Asuka down there with a clothesline on the top rope is Sasha. And look at Sasha Banks gloating until the very day's end. And oh! And the gloating is going to cost her. Double knees into the gut. And Asuka, another strike. Another strike to the abdomen. Pulls her in. Beautiful. Go home driver by Asuka. And a kick out at 2 by Banks. Beautiful. Back and forth between two of the best women's wrestlers in the world. Asuka and Sasha Banks. And now Sasha. Forearm right to the jaw. And now Asuka coming through. Asuka coming through with the strikes. And now Asuka kicks right to the chest of Banks and caught her. Right to the back of the head. And Sasha Banks. Banks is reeling. Banks is reeling now. And now, try to go for that kick to the ribs. Nobody home. Banks saw it coming. And now, Sasha Banks lifts up Asuka. Asuka. And Banks, they're on the top. Oh my God, swinging neck breaker from the top rope. Holy hell. Sasha's got her. Sasha's got her. And no. Kick out by Asuka. Sasha, she pulled a page out of Candice LeRae's book with that swinging neck breaker from the top. And now here comes Alexa Bliss. And look. The double team. Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks. They're not friends, but they're going to team up to take down the biggest threat in this matchup right now, and it's Asuka. Oh, what a shot. Remember, Asuka, she was undefeated for a year plus. Double suplex. Sends Asuka all the way into the corner here. Asuka's trying to gain her bearings here. It's 2-on-1 right now. Bliss and Banks. Oh, double knees. Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss, what an unlikely alliance this is. Banks has her by the neck. And look at the double team, has their arms. And punches right to the gut of Asuka. And now Banks hooks her in. DDT drills the former women's champion. And there goes Asuka. Asuka sits to the outside. And now Banks and Alexa Bliss admiring their handiwork. And wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute, Bliss. But you gotta have eyes in the back of your head in fatal 4-ways. And a kick out by Sasha. Sasha was close to being eliminated from this elimination chase. And oh, what a shot by Bliss. And Bliss is gonna bring in the stiff forearms. Banks now gonna come through with the kicks. And now stiff forearms of her own. Banks with stiff forearms of her own. And there goes Bliss. There goes Bliss. And now Sasha. What the hell is Sasha thinking? Sasha with the suicide dive. Through the middle ropes. Onto Bliss. Onto Alexa Bliss. Banks gonna go for it. Suicide dive on a Toni Storm. Oh my God. Belly to belly suplex. Belly to belly suplex. But here's back. Asuka is back. What a shot to Toni Storm. And it's coming down in this fatal 4-way match. Banks out cold. Bliss out cold. And it's about to be Toni Storm out cold. Shot by Asuka. What a shot by Asuka. But Toni Storm rolls out of the ring. Storm rolled out of the ring. Storm rolled out of the ring. DDT by Bliss. DDT by Bliss. Asuka rolled out of the ring. Smart strategies from these women, and now Banks from behind. Banks from behind. Banks locks in the Banks statement. Banks statement. Banks statement is in. Center of the ring. Asuka's out. Toni Storm's up, but they don't need the help. They don't need the help. And Alexa Bliss submits to Sasha Banks. And Sasha Banks eliminates Alexa Bliss from the elimination chase. And it will be next week a triple threat between Sasha Banks, that woman right there, Asuka, and Toni Storm. And who the hell is that in the background? And oh no, that's Rusev. And Rusev looking like he's playing no games here in London. But, ladies and gentlemen, we have to switch gears from the Intercontinental Championship scene to, well, probably in my opinion, one of the most toughest sons of bitches to ever step foot in a wrestling ring. That man right there, Timothy Thatcher. And I am getting word that this will be a live presentation of the Thatcher's Thatch Can. And Timothy Thatcher, the instructor, the teacher, quote unquote, is making his way to the ring. He assaulted Aleister Black the night at the SmackDown after WrestleMania. And he said he's here to inflict in total carnage, break bones, and show why you need grit on the blue brand. And Timothy Thatcher, if you want to talk about grit, his middle name is Grit. Everything about Timothy Thatcher is gritty, is brutal, is hard to look at. If you ever watch a Timothy Thatcher match, it's not pretty, but it's effective. Everything he does, it hurts. As we get set for this live presentation by Timothy Thatcher. Timothy Thatcher, he lays down the challenge. Anyone who's willing to step up. And who the hell is this? Looks like a Power Ranger. And he's making his way down to the ring here. And Timothy Thatcher, well, this live presentation of Thatcher's Thatch Can, it's going to go down here tonight with this, well, with this student. Got an official in the ring, and here we go. Timothy Thatcher, oh, wait a minute. And Thatcher, not even going to give the guy a chance to breathe here. And part of me believes that his classes, they're very, very unorthodox. And now Timothy Thatcher with the shots. And now Thatcher coming through with this arm breaker here. Cross armbar is in. And this student, he's in a whole world of pain. And Timothy Thatcher, you saw his Thatcher's Thatch Can presentation last week. And oh no, look at this. Oh no, the Buzz Killer. The Buzz Killer chokehold. He's grabbing at the nose and the mouth to prevent breathing. And look, he's choking the life out of this guy. And he's not going to let up. He's not letting go. And his personal official, Timothy Thatcher, now is telling Thatcher to let it go. And Timothy Thatcher, very unorthodox class teachings. And wait a minute. And Timothy Thatcher, I think he's going to get a real challenge here. Here comes Mustafa Ali. One of SmackDown's newest draft picks. He was drafted last week to the SmackDown brand, Mustafa Ali. And Mustafa Ali is going to step up to Timothy Thatcher. Maybe he wants to get trained in the Thatcher's Thatch Can presentations. And I agree. And Mustafa Ali says, I'm going to stand up for them, and I'm going to stand up to you. And Timothy Thatcher, he's trying to go for a shot. Oh, Mustafa Ali now. Mustafa Ali. What a shot that Thatcher. Thatcher staggered. Timothy Thatcher is staggered here. Mustafa Ali. He said he was going to stand up. Drop kick right to Thatcher. He said he was going to stand up to Timothy Thatcher, and he was going to stand up for those guys, those trainees that Timothy Thatcher, well, quote-unquote, teaches. Whoa, shot. What a neck breaker by Mustafa Ali. And now Ali going to climb to the top for the 054. Going to really show Timothy Thatcher a lesson and all. Timothy Thatcher rolls out of the ring. Timothy Thatcher, he wants nothing to do with Mustafa Ali. He wants nothing to do with Mustafa Ali. And our main event for later tonight, Tyler Bate and Kyle O'Reilly.
WWE Universe!
And ladies and gentlemen,
Be sour! Clap for your longest reigning tag champs and feel the power!
and ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the open challenge of Big E. Big E's here tonight, and he said last week when he found out that he was on SmackDown and Kingston and Woods, who, well, moved on into the Raw Tag Team Championship tournament this past Monday, beating the Ascension, they moved to Raw, and Big E stayed on SmackDown. Big E said, look, this is heartbreaking. This is upsetting to me and my, and Kofi and Woods, but hey, this is not the end of the world. This is not the end of the New Day. The New Day will continue to prosper on both brands, and there will be new opportunities presented for all three of us. Well, Big E was absolutely correct, and he said he wants an open challenge. Anyone, new or old, can step up to the plate here on SmackDown against him. As Big E transitions from a tag team wrestler to a single star, and oh, wait a minute! And he's gonna get a fight. He is going to get a fight. It's Braun Strowman, and what the hell is this? Who the hell is that? And Braun Strowman, oh! It looked like Braun Strowman. It looked like Braun Strowman was going to step up to Big E, and that was going to be a fight. And oh, wait a minute. That's Rusev. And yeah, I'm getting a good look at him. That's Rusev. And we saw him earlier tonight. He was eyeing Ricochet down. And now, Braun Strowman. Strowman's going to fight back, the former Intercontinental Champion. And now Rusev, oh, and a super kick. Super kick by Rusev. And now Rusev, oh, no. Braun Strowman. And oh, no, the Accolade. The Accolade is in. And Braun Strowman being stretched like a recliner here. The Accolade is in, and Rusev assaulted Braun Strowman from behind when he was trying to answer that open challenge. You saw the tension between Braun Strowman and Rusev last week on SmackDown, and Rusev has been on this absolute warpath this past week about the Intercontinental Championship. He's been eyeing Keith Lee. He's been eyeing Ricochet and Braun Strowman, two guys who want shots at the IC title. And it appears that we are going to get the open challenge. The open challenge is going to be answered, but not by Braun Strowman. By that man right there. The Swiss Superman, Cesaro. And Cesaro and Braun Strowman, he has been taken. He has been escorted out of the arena after that assault. But nonetheless, Cesaro stands up. He answers the open challenge. Remember what Cesaro said a few weeks ago? He said, look, I lost at WrestleMania. I lost. I was pinned in that triple threat match between himself, Roderick Strong, and Pete Dunne for the UK title. And he said, look, it's time for me to make a change. It's time for me to start from the bottom. I have to start from the bottom. And that's exactly what I'll do. I'll stack up wins until I'm worthy enough to be in a championship match. And that's exactly what Cesaro is wanting to do. The ever so humble Cesaro. He's going to go toe-to-toe here with Big E, another man who's getting his single start here on SmackDown. And SmackDown, the roster is just absolutely stacked. Incredible draft we had on both brands last week. Raw, star-studded lineup on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. Beautiful lineup on this brand as well of top-tier in-ring talent. You can feel that each brand is their own. They have their own feel to them. Raw, the ever so star-studded brand with the likes of Finn Balor and Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Shinsuke Nakamura, Shayna Baszler, Charlotte Flair, Brock Lesnar, and oh, look at Big E. Flexing to Cesaro, and what a right hand by Cesaro, but Big E's gonna fight back. Big E with the rights. And Big E sends Cesaro to the outside, and it's gonna be a brawl all around ringside here on SmackDown. And SmackDown is the in-ring capital of the WWE, and you can tell by its roster. The likes of Sasha Banks and Cesaro, Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, Johnny Gargano. It's a star-studded roster, and oh, what a European uppercut. Daniel Bryan, who just had a hell of a match on Monday Night Raw this past Monday against Finn Balor. He's bleeding blue. And oh, European uppercut there by Cesaro. You can just feel the atmospheres of both shows as now Cesaro tries to go for the dropkick and it's successful. Cesaro, he drops Big E with that double stomp and oh, the European uppercut. And it's ever been so important to get your momentum up. You have 3 championships you can go after here. Oh, as a singles wrestler here on SmackDown. You have the Intercontinental Championship. It's held by Keith Lee. You have the United Kingdom Championship. It's held by Pete Dunne. And what a beautiful Uranagi by Big E. Absolutely slammed Cesaro down like a sack of potatoes. And now Big E overhead belly to belly. And like I was saying, SmackDown, you have many opportunities at shots at gold. The United Kingdom Championship, it's held by Pete Dunne. And then you have the WWE Championship, the crown jewel of the blue brand. It's held by Randy Orton. Who later tonight, oh, what a counter there by Cesaro. Beautiful DDT. Cesaro! I can't even say what I have to say. This match is all over the place. And Cesaro just flies right at Big E. And now, oh, jacks the jaw. Jacks the jaw of Big E. And now Cesaro slams him into the guardrail. And like I was saying, later tonight, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, they're going to go one-on-one again to find out who's going to face Randy Orton for the WWE Championship at Backlash. As now Cesaro, beautiful gut wrench. Backlash is turning out to be one hell of a show. Gargano or Ciampa is going to face Randy Orton for the WWE title at Backlash. Shayna Baszler versus Dana Brooke on the Raw side of things. And oh, beautiful counter by Cesaro. And now Cesaro saying, let's go. Let's do this. And now the half Nelson sends Big E across the ring. Picks him back up. Cesaro now. Hooks in the arms. Hooks in the arms. The strength of the Swiss Superman. Jackhammer. Jackhammer. Shoulders are down. E's got him. E kicks out. And on the Raw side of things, United States Championship will be on the line as Shinsuke Nakamura goes against either Seth Rollins, Andrade Cien Almas, or Rey Mysterio in that triple threat match on this upcoming episode of Raw. And oh, what a shot by Big E. Big E damn near almost knocked Cesaro's lights out with that right hand and a senton. Senton by Big E and another one. It's a new look, a new feel for Big E. Came out with new entrance music. The whole nine is now Big E able to lift Cesaro in and a power bomb. Power bomb. And now Big E, is he looking for it? Is he looking for the big ending? No, he's not. He's going to twist Cesaro up there like a pretzel and drop him on his knees. Drop Cesaro right on his knees there. And now Big E able to slam him again on the knees. Big E now. And Cesaro try to go for a knee. Nobody home. Big E now able to bring him down. Try to go for a belly to belly. Did Cesaro. And Big E's going to show him how it's done. Another belly to belly. Another belly to belly by Big E. And now, what a shot there by Big E. Stiff elbow right to the face of Cesaro. And now Big E, tried to take down Cesaro with that crossbody. Nobody home. Cesaro lifts him in. Michinoku driver. Michinoku driver. He jacks the jaw again with the European uppercut. And now Cesaro, he digs the foot right into the chest. Digs that boot right into that tree trunk chest of Big E. And now Cesaro throws him to the wayside. Cesaro jacks the jaw again. One of the best damn wrestlers in the world. It's Cesaro. If I had to pick a guy who will be world champion in the future, it's definitely going to be that man right there, Cesaro. And now Cesaro sends Big E corner to corner. European uppercut. Corner to corner. And now Cesaro, the strength, lifted him up, brought him down, shoulders are down, and a kick out by Big E. And that took everything out of Cesaro. You could see it. The fatigue beginning to build for that man right there. And he's not going to let up, though. He's not going to let it stop him. Receipt there by Big E. Big E coming through with the receipt. And now Big E, rolled him up. Oh, no. Able to lift him in. Beautiful deadlift by Big E. Shoulders are down now. And a kick out. Back and forth. Matchup between two future stars on SmackDown and all. What a belly to belly in the landing. What an awkward landing for Cesaro there. He landed right on his shoulder. And now Big E thought he was looking for it. Thought he was looking for the big ending. Cesaro brought him down and he jacks the jaw again. Jacks the jaw of Big E. And now Cesaro. Cesaro able to lift Big E up. Big E is no cruiserweight. Big E and Big E. Try to go for the double axe handle. Nobody home. Cesaro saw it coming. Cesaro moved out of the way. But Big E again sends him across the ring with a belly to belly. Again with the belly to belly. And now Big E, he's going to go for it again. He's going to go for the top again. Cesaro on the top, and he sends Big E across the ring. What an overhead. Belly to belly suplex by Cesaro. And now Cesaro, he cranks the neck. Neutralizer. Neutralizer. Neutralizer to Big E. Cesaro gets the victory. Cesaro gets the win. And look at the strength of Cesaro. Able to throw Big E across the ring from the top turnbuckle. And drilled him with the neutralizer. And Cesaro answers the open challenge. And he answers correctly. What a victory for that man right there, Cesaro. And oh, next week, Ricochet and Rusev. And that is going to be a fight. You can feel the tension in the air between those two, but ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the #1 contenders match for the WWE Championship, as Tommaso Ciampa makes his way down to the ring. And Tommaso Ciampa, the grimace on that man's face. Tommaso Ciampa is a damn demon. Everything Tommaso Ciampa does is despicable. He lives to be despicable. Does Tommaso Ciampa. And Tommaso Ciampa, he knows he's sniffing at the opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship here on SmackDown. He has a shot at the WWE Championship just by simply making his mark by attacking Randy Orton. We have not seen Randy Orton since his assault, since Tommaso Ciampa's assault on Randy Orton. And Tommaso Ciampa, he was assaulted by Johnny Gargano last week, which led to this match by Bret Hart. Bret Hart said, look, you guys want to tear each other to shreds, you're going to do it, but it's going to be for purpose. It's going to be the winner faces the world champion on SmackDown, Randy Orton, at Backlash. And Tommaso Ciampa, you know he's relishing, and you know Johnny Gargano cannot wait to kick Tommaso Ciampa's ass. And look at Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa saying, let's go, bring it on. And that's exactly what Johnny Gargano's gonna do. Johnny Gargano's making a beeline. Ciampa's making a beeline for Gargano. And here we go. Here we go. Gargano and Ciampa. And our official is trying to separate these two, but it's not gonna happen. Gargano and Ciampa, they're gonna beat the ever-living hell out of one another. And Ciampa now, Ciampa and Gargano, what a shot. And Gargano and Ciampa, they're trading rights and lefts here in London. And oh God, oh, Ciampa sit to the guardrail multiple times here. And oh, Johnny Gargano, oh, head hit the edge of that barricade, and what a clothesline. What a clothesline by Gargano. And these two, they're beating the living hell out of one another, just cannot be contained. Their rage for one another, it cannot be contained here. The bell has yet to ring. Our referee is trying to get these two in order, and a kick right to the jaw. Kick right to the jaw by Gargano. And now Johnny Gargano, he's lining them up. Kick again to the jaw. Super kick to the jaw of Ciampa. And Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano now saying, come on, hit me with your best shot, you son of a bitch. These two, Gargano and Ciampa, they've been to war at one another, and another kick right to Ciampa. They've been at war with one another for months. These two were best friends, and now Gargano through the middle rope, and he drills Ciampa. And this match has yet to go underway. Has yet to go underway. And wait a minute, that's Randy Orton, RKO. RKO, the WWE Champion is back. And the WWE Champion, he just drilled Johnny Gargano with a freaking RKO. And oh, disposes of Johnny Gargano. And oh, you know Randy Orton. And look at this. Ciampa and Orton. Ciampa and Orton. And Tommaso Ciampa saying, let's go. And Randy Orton is going to throw everything at him. Ciampa and Orton, they're going at it. Ciampa and Orton are going at it here. Rights and lefts by Ciampa. But no, Orton drills him with an RKO. RKO to Tommaso Ciampa. And there goes Ciampa. And the WWE Champion is back. And he sent Carnage all over ringside. Bodies laying all over ringside. Gargano and Ciampa are out cold, and there goes Bret Hart. There's Bret Hart. And yeah, it was, but the match didn't even get underway. Whoa, Randy Orton. He said, give me both. I don't give a damn. What a chaotic turn of events here tonight on SmackDown. But next week, Asuka, Sasha Banks, and Toni Storm will all compete in a triple threat match in that elimination chase as it continues. As well as this, it's been confirmed. Ricochet and Rusev go toe-to-toe next week on SmackDown. And the go-home show before Backlash on the SmackDown brand is looking hotter and hotter as we get set for the main event here of this show. UK's own Tyler Bate. It's sort of a homecoming for this man right here. Tyler Bate makes his way down to the ring here for our main event against one half of the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Kyle O'Reilly. And day one on the SmackDown brand, Tyler Bate already has issues with Undisputed Era, with Roderick Strong and his Undisputed Era friends. The night that Tyler Bate made a SmackDown debut, Pete Dunne stood face to face with him. Pete Dunne was assaulted by Roderick Strong, but Tyler Bate came in for the save because that's just the type of guy that Tyler Bate is. He's a gentleman. He's all for fair game. And that's exactly why he saved Pete Dunne from that assault by Roderick Strong. Dunne and Bate, they know each other very well. They're not too fond of one another. But the respect is there. As we get set, it's Bate has to wait on his opponent here. One half of the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. It's Kyle O'Reilly. In Undisputed Era, Adam Cole said, they're going to be draped in gold. Whether it's on Raw, whether it's on SmackDown, they will be draped in gold. They already have some gold on them right now. The SmackDown Tag Team Championships. They won in that gauntlet match a few months ago, featuring the Usos and the Revival and Heavy Machinery. They successfully defended those belts at WrestleMania, and that was the last time we've seen O'Reilly and Fish. They sustained those injuries in that ladder match. They took a couple weeks off, but they're back. The Undisputed Era is back on the blue brand, and they're back to run. Back to run it. Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly. You see what Adam Cole said. They will be draped in gold. Adam Cole, he's Mr. Money in the Bank. Roderick Strong is currently trying to go after Pete Dunne in the United Kingdom Championship. So it might happen. It could happen. This most certainly could happen. There's no doubt in my mind that it could happen. The Undisputed Era is a real talented collective. Despite what they do, how they do it, you cannot deny their ability in the ring and the talent that they possess. And here we go. Collar and elbow tie up. O'Reilly brings down the smaller Tyler Bate here. This match is going to be a sight to see. Main event here for our UK edition of Friday Night SmackDown. Tyler Bate has the legs and he's choking. Kyle O'Reilly here. Kyle O'Reilly. It's back on to Tyler Bate. Now Bate. Headlock to Kyle O'Reilly. Brings him down there. And the chain wrestling between these two. We're going to kick off this main event. Nip up there by Tyler Bate, and look at the stalemate here between Bate and O'Reilly. Up, try to go for the knee, nobody home. O'Reilly tried to go for the elbow, but he got a knee instead. And now Tyler Bate saying, let's go, come on. Oh, what a knee right to the gut. That's exactly what Kyle O'Reilly's going to deliver. The knee right into the ribs. of Tyler Bate. And now Bate with a shot. What a shot by Bate. And O'Reilly's going to come back with that lariat. O'Reilly came back with that lariat. Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Oh, he landed on his head. Did Tyler Bate. They beat the Revival. They've beaten the Heavy Machinery. They've beaten the Usos. The SmackDown Tag Team division is growing. The Undisputed Era run it. There's O'Reilly now. He has him. You can see he's using the legs. Using his legs, twisting his legs around the body of Tyler Bate. And now he's squeezing as Kyle O'Reilly. He's an in-ring general. It's Kyle O'Reilly. One of the best technicians I've ever seen. And now the knees right into the face, the elbows I should say, to the face of Kyle O'Reilly. And there goes O'Reilly, who's sent flying out of the ring by Tyler Bate, the big strong boy. And now Bate gonna send O'Reilly into the guardrail. Sends O'Reilly into the guardrail and sends him back into the ring. Tyler Bate now. Oof. European uppercut. Jacks the jaw. Tried to go for the drop kick. Brought him down. O'Reilly now tried to go for the strikes. Nobody home. And it's a stalemate between these two. Back and forth between O'Reilly and Bate. And now, what a suplex by Kyle O'Reilly. Unorthodox and innovative is Kyle O'Reilly. One half of the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Chopping down Tyler Bate is Kyle O'Reilly, and look at the shots. The knees right into the chest. Knees right into the chest as O'Reilly now rebound off the ropes and a boot right to the jaw. Boot right to the jaw of Tyler Bate. And now it's all Kyle O'Reilly right now in this matchup here in our main event on SmackDown. And now look at the arms. Oh, the innovative offense of Kyle O'Reilly. As O'Reilly again, arms, the heels are inside the thighs of Tyler Bate, and as he pulls at the back of the arm, Pete Dunne told Tyler Bate, said, look, I have your back tonight. Any BS happens with the Undisputed Era, I'm coming out there and I'm going to help you out. And those two, they're not really too fond of one another. They're not friends. But like I said earlier, the respect between Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate is there as he's pulling at the arm. It's Kyle O'Reilly. Tyler Bate is in big trouble. It's been mostly Kyle O'Reilly in this matchup here. Elbow right to the back of the head. Elbow right to the back of the head as now O'Reilly just in control of Tyler Bate. And like I said, it was sort of a homecoming here for Tyler Bate back in the UK, but how much of a homecoming will it be if Kyle O'Reilly gets the victory here over Tyler Bate? And now, Kyle O'Reilly, he'd be the most hated man in the United Kingdom for sure. And now, Bate trying to come back. He's throwing chops, but he's throwing them loosely. None of them connected. And that's exactly what Tyler Bate is all about. The strikes, the strong, the strength. And now O'Reilly gonna come back. O'Reilly kick to the chest and he sweeps him down. He was throwing the strikes wildly, was Tyler Bate, and I think he was a little bit dazed by O'Reilly. And oh, look at the hard elbows right to the skull. Taking lessons from Brock Lesnar is Kyle O'Reilly. And now O'Reilly has him. Neck lock is in, and now O'Reilly again on top of Bate. And look at the mounted strikes. The palm strikes by Kyle O'Reilly. And now O'Reilly has the arm. O'Reilly has the arm, and he hooks him in. Has the leg as well, and look at this innovative submission. Innovative submission. Bate away from the rope. Smart call by Kyle O'Reilly. He positioned himself on the other side of Tyler Bate, on the right side of Tyler Bate. So Bate doesn't have any access to the ropes, and Bate has to get out his own way, and that's exactly what he does. And Bate, tried to go for a sweep, nobody home. He tried to go for that sweep, and now Bate Bate gonna come back with the drop kicks. Brought Kyle O'Reilly down twice. And now Bate with a crossbody. Bate is feeling it here in the O2. And these people here in the UK, they just seen a hell of a match the night before and try to go for the clothesline, and it connects. They saw a hell of a match this past Monday between Daniel Bryan and Finn Balor, and a kick out by O'Reilly. Kick out by Kyle O'Reilly, and O'Reilly trying to get to his feet. That's exactly what he does, but oh, Bate sends him across the ring with that beautiful exploder. And he follows it up with a shooting star. And look at this, Bobby Fish. Bobby Fish getting involved, and he's talking trash, and he allows Kyle O'Reilly to get the advantage. And look at Kyle O'Reilly with the disrespect. The Undisputed Era, they love to disrespect their opponents. And now Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, O'Reilly, and Fish. And now look at the beautiful trifecta by Kyle O'Reilly. They'll try to go Irish whip into the ropes. And now O'Reilly with a shot. And he connects with another one. This time, it's an elbow right to the jaw. Elbow to the jaw of Tyler Bate. Bate has to take a breather here. And O'Reilly, oh, what a shot! Kick right to the side of the head of Tyler Bate. Easily a knockout shot. Going for the cover, and it's over. No. Bate kicks out. Bate kicked out at 2. But wait a minute, Tyler Bate trying to go for the... Oh, what a kick. What a rolling kick there by Bate. European uppercut. He checks the jaw. O'Reilly trying to go for the sweep again. But Bate sweeps him away, and an insecurity. And Bate over the top, not even allowing Kyle O'Reilly to breathe. But wait a minute. Bobby Fish now. He's trying to distract Tyler Bate here. Look, he's getting in the way. Not going to allow Tyler Bate to capitalize on a down Kyle O'Reilly. And now O'Reilly's back in the ring. This time he's back into control, and he allows, Bobby Fish allowed Kyle O'Reilly to get back into control, and dropped him right on his head. Half Nelson driver and a kick out. What a half Nelson by Kyle O'Reilly. And now O'Reilly gonna send Bate into the corner. And now Kyle O'Reilly lifts up Tyler Bate. This does not bode well at all for Bate, but Bate finds a way out. He hooks in O'Reilly, and he drills him. Drilled O'Reilly. But he doesn't have the stamina. He doesn't have the wherewithal to pin him. But it's not going to matter. He puts him down, and oh, wait a minute. Billy Goat's Curse. Billy Goat's Curse is in. Billy Goat's Curse is locked in, and Kyle O'Reilly's in trouble. Kyle O'Reilly is in trouble. And can he get the victory over O'Reilly? And no, he lets it go. Bate let it go. And now Bate able to turn him around. Boston Crab is in. Center of the ring. Boston Crab. Center of the ring is the Boston Crab. And O'Reilly's gonna tap. And wait a minute. Come on. Bobby Fish. And you knew he was gonna get involved. You knew Bobby Fish was gonna get involved, and that's Roderick Strong. And now the BS is beginning to happen. And he allows Roderick Strong. Oh my God. Kyle O'Reilly got out of the Boston Crab courteous of Roderick Strong. But here comes Pete Dunne. Looks him in. Bitter end on the stage. Bitter end to Roderick Strong. And now look at this. Bobby Fish. This match is now This match is broke down, and that's Adam Cole. Damn it. And the Undisputed Era. They're beating the living hell out of Pete Dunne. And oh my God. No way. He's here. Samoa freaking Joe. Samoa Joe is in London. And Samoa Joe, he drills Bobby Fish. Samoa Joe's in the O2. Roderick Strong trying to fight. He can't. He brings him down. And Adam Cole is looking like he's just seen a ghost. He screwed Samoa Joe out of the WWE Championship. And Samoa Joe's going to get back at him. And knife edge chop. Literally brought Adam Cole down. And Adam Cole, and this match is broken down. Chaos on the stage. Bodies laying everywhere. And it boils back down to the ring. Trying to go for the elbow. O'Reilly, no. Bate saw it coming. Bate lifted him up. And oh my God. Airplane spin. Oh, look at the transition. Power bomb. Beautiful. By Tyler Bate. And now Bate. Bate seeing the fire in his eyes. Kick right to the face. The rolling kick. Bate again. Kick to the gut. Hooking up the arms. Tyler Driver. 97. Bate gets the victory over Kyle O'Reilly. And it broke down in the ending of this match. Bobby Fish, Roderick Strong, Pete Dunne, Adam Cole, and Samoa Joe all beat the living hell out of each other on the top of the stage. And it allowed Tyler Bate to get the victory over Kyle O'Reilly. And what a homecoming for this man right here. Tyler Bate gets the victory over Kyle O'Reilly. And ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time. Thank you for joining me.